This was a table that was on one of our tests, and the instructions were to write the linear equation that goes with this table. How do you do that? Well, you could use the slope formula, the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and this number right here that's matched with the 0 is the y-intercept. And a lot of people knew that was what they were supposed to do, but they made some sign mistakes. So I am going to show you how to do the same problem using Desmos. So would you please open your Desmos Texas, because that's the one you're going to be using on the STAR test if you take the STAR test in May. So in Desmos, we are going to click on this plus sign, and do you see a table? We're going to click on the table. Now the table that I had up there previously, I'm going to type the numbers into it. The first number was a -6, and then I tab -7. Tab -4. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say tab? Do you know where the tab button is on your computer? So this is the table that I had up there on the PowerPoint just a minute ago. Enter those numbers, please. Now, we cannot possibly get the right equation if we didn't type the right numbers. So double check your numbers. Do you have a -6 and -7? -4 and -6? -2 and -5? 0 and -4. Do you have the correct numbers? Okay, then we're going to click on the next box. And what we are want it to be in is y equals mx plus b form. But what do you see up here by the y? Do you see that it says y1? So to tell the computer I want that column of y's, I type in y1. Okay? Now, here's the part that's going to make it get the equation. You see this little keyboard down there at the bottom? Click on the little triangle next to the keyboard on the bottom. Then click on the ABC. And then we need this little symbol right here. It is an approximately equal symbol in math. So click on that symbol right there. Let me do that again. You click on the keyboard, you click on ABC, and this symbol over here is the approximately equal symbol. That's the one I need to tell the computer to give me the equation. And then our equation is mx plus b, but I want to tell it to use these x's right here, so I'm going to put x1 plus b, and then the computer put all this stuff down there. You see all this stuff? What does it say right there that my slope is? 0.5, and what does it say my y-intercept is? See these r numbers right here? If the r equals 1, it means that these points are exactly on my line. Do you see them over here on the graph? These points that I put in the table are exactly on my line. If I had a point that was close to the line but not quite on the line, I changed one of my numbers. Do you see that now the points are close to the line but they're not quite on it? Then this number is not quite 1. So if this number is not exactly 1, the numbers are close to the line, but not quite on the line. If this number is exactly 1, that means all of these points are exactly on the line. Which line? Y equals, do we know the fraction for 0.5? Do we know that 0.5 is 1/2? X minus 4. that's the line that goes through the points. Let's practice that again. So now we're going to use a second table. Again, this was a problem off of our previous test, not the test yesterday, but the one last week. So we had a -6 and a 5, and a -4 and a 3, and a -2, and a -2 and a 1, and a 0 and a -1. So, do you have those points typed in? To get the table, you type the plus sign, and then you type in the table. To get the equation, what y do we have right here? y1. To get that approximately equal sign, we go to the keyboard, ABC, this little squiggly line, type on that to get rid of my keyboard, mx1 plus b. What's my equation? Y equals -1x minus 1. Or you can just leave like that. Let's practice one more. I'm going to take it all away and start at the beginning. Add a table. This time I want my table to be -4 and -6, +4 and -4, 8 and -3. Y1, keyboard, ABC, approximately, mx1 plus b. Right here, since r is equal to 1, it is an exact match. What's our slope? 0.25 x minus 5. But what if I wanted that 0.25 in decimal form? I mean, it is in decimal form. What if I wanted it in fraction form? I can type it in and click this little symbol right here, and it will change it to fraction form for me. Doesn't change the line, it just changes the way that it looks. So, how many points do I need in my table in order to make a line? Do I need 3 points like this table, or 4 points like my previous table? If I only have 2 points, can I still get the equation for the line? You need at least 2 points to get the equation for your line.